Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fat Hippo Gaming. I hope everybody is doing well today. We're going to be jumping back into some more Spacecraft. And when we last left off, we were on Rala 5 still. And that's where we will be picking it up at. And it has not been nowhere near 24 hours. It is currently 11:37 p.m. my time. Heck yeah, a couple more of those and bam! Sweet. Sweet. And we finished our previous video right about 9 a.m. which is basically 14 hours ago. How much fuel do I have? 476. How much is this going to cost me? 226, okay. Over there, when I can go to Janus, do a full refill, and then I'm right next to my home base.
Avoid collisions at the station. I'm tired of redoing the coding.
but we will take a look. This off, go to Meyer, get our copper and aluminum. We're going to have to make a new warehouse for the titanium ingots here. Ooh, I don't think I have enough footprint to make a new warehouse. Wrong button. FP, and I don't think I have it. The only way I can build an extra warehouse is if I get rid of a building. That one cost me 1 footprint. Alright, let's go get our copper and aluminum. I could get rid of that other landing pad and just park my other ship on the shipbuilder itself. I didn't even drop off the titanium before we left. Oops. Flying through the clouds. None of my stuff is sold yet. I think I'm going to switch over all my machines right quick. Before it starts anything, I'm switch them back over to some stainless plates. I know where my extra drones went. We can shut these three down here off. I think I'm should be close to being out of a carbon by now. I had a feeling. That has all four. That has all four. And the warehouse receiving it should have four. Three. One of these doesn't have a delivery path either. Where did it get put here? Really, was you? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Cannonball! We're going over here. I hate these things. There we go. Turn the flame pulp into xenic proteins? Why not? Okay. So we can make some acidic fertilizer once this process is done. Okay, so this is for all of them. Good to know. And let's run it. good amount of that, actually. Twenty left. requests going. 62,000 credits there. And we're at the bottom of the top 20. So I have in my personal inventory 99, and then in the base there's 28. So rock out that aquamarine. We'll get 2 silicone ingots and 1 aluminum ingot from the aquamarine. So 84 silicone ingots and 42 aluminum. And then we got to rock out the quartz. I have to make another trip with the other ship and go get some water. We got enough to do 800 plus a little bit extra. So it looks like about 870 we can do. It's 10 water per bottle, so. I believe we need roughly 200 silicone ingots. We need 4,000 gel because it's 4 gel per stainless bottle. and we get 20 per silicone ingot. Yeah, it's 200 silicone ingots we need. And we need 2,000 steel plates. We only had like 800 and something in the other warehouse. But we are making that with our machines. It's like 8 every 10 minutes we're getting. The stainless plates. Excuse me. I was looking on Spacecraft.tools, and I was looking at the live market for my server, No Fuss, and I was looking at what kind of stuff I could sell at the Trade Nexus. There's currently 1,484 iron ingots being sold between $8 a unit to $10 a unit. So I was contemplating if I should take 500 iron ingots and go and sell it, just so that I can get some possible money coming in, and I could sell them for cheaper than what the current orders are in the market. now that we have basically 2 locations processing iron ingots. I mean, technically we could do a 3rd base, or 4th base. It'd be a 2nd one for the Corpo. But to do that, we would get back down here. To do that, we would have to unlock this permit here for 20,000 credits. And then it'll cost us 700 credits per day. So you knock off 20 right off the bat, and that leaves you with 42,000. And it would cost about 4,900 per week. So as long as once a week we do a bottles request, that gives us basically 2 weeks every bottle request. And if I was to do it on a copper, I would definitely want to find one that has 2 copper deposits side by side, kind of like my other locations have 2 deposits side by side. This one only has, my main base only has 1. I chose a poor location for the main base. Like, seriously. Alright, last aquamarine coming through. Then we gotta go to quartz. Let's rock out the quartz. Technology is getting there, exploration is getting there. And those 2 are the last 2 we need here. Interplanetary commuting, that's the shuttle. So I could actually have that deliver titanium ingots to this base. But I can't afford that. The shuttle landing pad. And I don't have room for that either. Well, I can afford them. They're not that hard to make. They are, however, require the footprint, which would mean I'd have to remove a few things off of this base, i.e. the secondary landing pad and probably one of my chemical factories. Probably get rid of a couple of the solar plants and go with a power plant. Technically I can get rid of 4 solar plants and do 1 power plant to equal out the same amount, but I don't know if the footprint would be different. And then this one here, exploration level 4, but that's the one I want, the Wanderback cockpit. Capable of saving a precise location to which it can jump back at any time with no mag plasma use and no risk of damage. So you fly out to Titanium, set a point there, and then you can fly back home, and then you can just jump back over, and then you got to fly home. But if I get the shuttle, I'd have to probably build one of those here, one of those at the Titanium base, and 1 shuttle to fly back and forth. $600,000 NP. Solid storage is only 500 SU. It's not too difficult to make that either. And we get the annual cockpit from that one. Includes an onboard smelter. What? So like I could literally go out and get, like say, copper ore and nuggets and just smelt it while I'm flying. That would use battery though. It actually takes concrete to make that. Structural beam, stainless plate, titanium part casing. Yep, that's the one that's got to be made in a factory. And we don't have said factory. So it's this one. We need 18,000 credit. Small one is done in the assembler with inert plates and heavy duty beam. That requires the B titanium, steel ingot. And then inert plates is B titanium ingots, which is titanium and vanadium ingot. Just to do one of those, right, you need the heavy duty beam, which requires 2 B titaniums. So you're going to be burning through a lot of vanadium when it comes to start making that stuff. And I can't even get to the location where those are located. Patronite is down in Justice and Glimmer. Vanadite, Justice and Glimmer. What else is coming in? The Carnotite cluster, that one's not even listed on my map, so I don't know where that one's at. But those ones there have 100%, 100%, 87.7%. The other stuff you can get it out of: coal clumps, bauxite rock, and sulfuric stone. Coal clump has a 1% chance, bauxite rock has a 0.3 chance, and sulfuric stone has a 0.2% chance. To get to where those are, I need level 4 exploration, so I need to go out and start working on some more explorations, apparently. Yeah, that's getting there, but not close. I got a feeling we're going to hit technology 4 way before we hit the other one. And that'll give us this stuff here. An extra ship, a recycling plant, and the shuttle. So that bad boy, I can actually start going out and scrapping more and more shipwrecks and bring it all back and then stuff everything into there. $89 more to go. I'm pretty sure all the vanadium we have is from the coal clumps. The 14 that we do have. That's funny. Every sector has coal in it except for Jester. And Jester, just for you guys' reference, is this one. So you got more, Hubris Alpha, and then Justice, Glimmer, Hubris Omega. So Hubris Omega, Hubris Major, and Hubris Alpha, all 3 of these are level 4 exploration, which blocks access to Justice and Glimmer. Kinda sucks. And Justice is a level 6 exploration. I don't even know how you would get up in there. Oh, I was mistaken. Justice isn't the only sector that doesn't have coal clumps. Terminus does not have coal clumps. Terminus does not have coal clumps. Interesting. $74 to go. I think we'll finish this up. We'll grab the extra 2 liquid tanks and the pump and go put those on, you know, the ship over there, and then go get water. While we're still letting the stainless plates being made. And then when I get back with the water, we'll need to figure out what we're going to take to go and sell at the market, trade nexus. I'm thinking just so we can get a little bit of money in our pocket, doing some iron ingots. How much does it sell for normally? So it sells for 5.8, like at Rackmill. But if we turn and sell it, interesting. If we turn around and sell it for between 7 and 8, we can do like 7.5. It's undercutting everybody else at the trade nexus, but we're making more than what it's worth at Rackmill. So if I have hematite at a smelter, it'll make iron ingots. What? No way. The smelter's not even running. Alright. Oh my gosh. And we don't need the hematite. And we had quite a bit in here. Still got 126. And it'll make 126 iron ingots. And then when we go to Helicon to go put stuff into there, we can just bring back our flipping oh wait, we have 200. We can stop right there. Let's go put the quartz and the quartz powder away. We can bring back the stuff that we took over there to sell, since it has not sold. Stuff those in there for now. And there's 1,196 titanium ingots being sold at 20 per. Right? And it sells for 9 at Rackmu, which means we could sell it for, we could undercut that dude and sell it for 15 per. How much money would that give us? That'd give us 7,500 credits if we were able to sell it. Good to know. Alright, let's go process this into gel. And then I gotta figure out which warehouse we're gonna store this heavy crap in. $199 ingots to go. In case anyone's wondering, no, I'm not staying up late. I went to bed shortly after 8 and woke up shortly after 11, wide awake. And such is the dilemma with my medication. Sometimes it knocks me flat on my butt. Other times I'm wired and can't sleep, unfortunately. And I have a little lady coming by in the morning, or between 8 and 9, to pick up a bunch of my freezer burnt meat that's been in my freezer for probably a year or so. It's part of a bulk meat pack that I got, and I'm not a huge fan of pork, besides ham and bacon. But pork ribs and stuff like that, I'm not a big fan of. That's mostly what all the meat that I'm giving her is. Pork roasts, pork country ribs, boneless ones, and stuff like that. It's for her dogs. And I'm the type of person that doesn't like wasting meats and foods, so I was actually going to cook it up at some point and eat it. But I came across a post on Facebook of somebody looking for people in the area that needed like freezer burnt kind of meats and stuff like that for their dogs, so that these people, don't waste their, the meat and throw it away. So I left a comment on there saying I had some freezer burnt frozen meat, and the lady sent me a private message, so at least I'll feel good and feel better about giving it away, knowing it's going to a good purpose, instead of just throwing it out into the dumpster. I was brought up that where you don't waste food. You don't throw food away. Because food is a precious commodity. I just realized we got a desync again. Earlier it was showing the gel, now it's not. $152 ingots to go. Oh, we can get Cinnabar in good quantities up in Fool's Rim. Fool's Rim, for your guys' reference. Let's see. This is Fool's Rim. And there's also some cinnabar deposits up here. Or not deposits, resource nodes up here. Yeah, there's no deposit for cinnabar. But almost like there's the first planet here in Fool's Rim, and then there's a planet like right here that has cinnabar. Refill there. 1, 2. That's a pretty pricey jump. Or we go to there, and 1, 2, 27, 30, so call it 60. And then another 68 to get to here. And there's no space station up here in this one. There is in the next one over here, which is called Horizon. Like right in this area. And then up here is Idle, Axon, and so you'd have Horizon, and then Axon, Vestige, Ebb, and then the 3 Hubris locations, and then Glimmer and Justice are down here. $126 ingots to go. Yeah, nobody is selling Mercury. That's the other reason I was looking into it. It sells for 6 a liter. Mercury bottles sell for 94. Wow. I could make 90 bottles. And that sells for 38 a pop. But we're not going to be selling those bad boys. I think it's funny that those sell for $3.94 a piece. And when you make them, you actually get 5 a pop. So that's not too bad to make the reactive shields, but they take up a lot of SP, especially that one. Holy moly. I mean, even that one's not that expensive to make. Okay, so we have, these are the batteries we're currently using. Power storage is 500. If we go to this one, we would go from 500 to 5,000. Holy moly. Less theoretical efficiency is 100%. Self-discharge is 0.8. So that becomes 70%. But it requires the chemical battery. But I mean, how many chemical batteries did it require? Five. So we would need 5 vanadium ingots. I can make 14, so I could technically make 2 of these bad boys. And they only cost 300 SP. So I could literally remove all the flywheel batteries, which I think I got like 4 or 5 on my ship. Maybe 6 of them on my ship. If I got 6, then it's an even trade. But I would actually massively overhaul my power storage. Let's look. Okay, I have one crude battery, which is 200 SV. So that one holds 1,000. And then, so that I have 3,000 power on my ship right now. So if I put 2 of those on there and take these 2 off, that's actually 10,000 battery power. So there's 2 here. Take 1 away, that's 3. Remove the other 3, that's, yeah, 600. Holy moly. And that wouldn't make my SP go up any higher than it is. 87 ingots left. Then if I decide I need to go and get, what the hell is that stuff called? This stuff from the dark side of planets, I can easily just grab that carbon generator, slap it on my ship, and grab a bunch of fuel to take with me. And voila! Charging mode activated. I do like the fact that you can, when I had it equipped, I had it in, I think I had it here in 7, because I had the pump on 6, but you could sit here, literally toggle it on and off, which was amazing. Because that was like one of my biggest worries, is that you couldn't turn it on or off. Excuse me, because I was reading some Reddit posts, people saying that in the early game part of the game, before it was released to early access in the betas and stuff, that there was no way to turn it off except for to log out and log back in. And that it used to burn through fuel really fast. I didn't see
I took, what, 20 with me, and I only burned a few of it, or 10 with me. I just think I still came back home with 8. And I completely drained my battery twice during that testing. It sells for 72 cents a pop. Nobody is currently selling any. It's a trade nexus. And how much do we currently have? We have about 1,600 credits worth, so it's not worth selling that either. Not when a carbon sells for $1.50 a pop. I think that should be a base I build. Find the coal deposit somewhere. Oh, there is no coal deposits on in my system. But there is one in Rolla somewhere. Let's look and see what planet it is. Rolla 1 has a coal deposit. But the very first planet in Rolla, in Strand, Zava, XAVA, Zava 1 has a coal deposit on it. Cairn has coal deposits though. I was hoping that maybe Meyer or somewhere in that area had it, but that's right, Terminus doesn't have any coal at all. But there are quite a few places up in Cairn that have some. So if I went from here to this place and jumped straight up to Risalis, Risalis 1 and Risalis 3 both have coal deposits on them. And it looks like it's a coal and sandstone deposit. Good to know. so that'd be able to give us silicate and coal. And then we'd need a smelter to turn the silicate into ingots. And you know, I think I'm doing my setups wrong. I should be having the ore going into a warehouse, and then from the warehouse to the smelters, and then from the smelter back to the warehouse. I don't know, for some reason I think that would be 40 ingots left. That it would be able to produce more ore that way so that my smelters aren't struggling so bad. Maybe I'll test that here at this base and see if that actually works out better. I don't know. It's just something that's been bouncing around in my head. $19 ingots to go. $15 ingots to go. That's hilarious. The reason I say that's hilarious, right? It says it sells for 1.5 here, but when I'm looking at it on the Trade Nexus, there's a total of 557. Minimum price is 20, max price is 249, average is 195.8. Benchmark is 78.1. That's funny. And then the sea crystal, which sells for $2, here averages $49 per unit. But I like this one here. You get a lot with those stones. And there's our 4,000 gel. Done and done. Of course it's 2,000, so this will fill up a single warehouse by itself. Grab that out. $9.22, not bad. Let's go crack out some bottles. So yeah, it should be just below 500. A total of 1,000 stainless plates would have been enough. Let's see. We'll get over here. And then need my calculator. We'll take out 39 of these bad boys. And then 78 of these bad boys. And then we'll see if the math I used on my pocket computer here was correct or not. Basically, I'm aiming to make straight up 500 bottles. $30 copper ingots remaining. And then what I will do is use the bus to go to Helicon, accept a bottle's request, use the bus to come back here, grab my 500 water, take it and deliver it. And also, if I've got enough room on my ship, possibly take some crystal matrices, these bad boys, after I make some more. So we get 11 of those from that. And this says it sells for 50 cents, but at the trade nexus I could probably sell it. The minimum it shows on there is $10, average is 15. So if I sell it for 5 a piece, and I burn through all my quartz to make burn through the rest of the quartz I have, making this. And we'll also be bringing hematite back, which we're going to use that for iron ingots. That one's pyrite. This one. We have some malachite stones still, so we can make some of that too to make more of this. And this one, the M crystal matrix, the minimum that's listed right now is 20. Average is 195. So you got 127 listed for 20 a piece. 25 listed at 210 a piece, and then 405 listed at 249 a pop. There we go, 1,000 stainless plates, 500 bottles. So the math did math this time. That'll use half of the gel and all the stainless plates, and then the rest of the gel I can stuff into a warehouse, and the 500 bottles I can stuff into a warehouse, because I can't carry it on my person. I don't have enough monies to use the bus with that. I am going to have to check the status of that. Because if it's done with all of that, then I can set it up for brine water, because I'm going to need to go and get water too, because I don't have enough water to do all these bottles. At least not for today. I mean, it might be close, but I doubt it. I mean, it is Sunday. We are 2 hours in now. If I go another 4 hours and make it a 6-hour video like yesterday, I don't know if it's gonna make enough brine in there to complete that quest. So it'll do 4 processes in a minute. So that's 12 brine every minute. $720 every hour. $4 hours it'd be able to process 200 2,880, if the math is good, because I did 90% of that in my head. I mean, it should work. Because one of those factories does one every 15 seconds. So every minute it's doing 4. You multiply that by 3 because there's 3 plants. That's how I came up with the 12 every minute. And in an hour it's doing about 700. It'll be close. $385 bottles to go. 384 bottles to go. Yeah, we have a major disconnect because it's not even showing the bottles being made now. So each bottle weighs 500. Oh. Kind of pretty. It's like the liquid from your ship. You build the cistern, and then you use your ship to go and refuel at a space station, come back, build a cistern. And then you use the cistern at the bottling plant. And then it takes 50 in a confinement bottle to do that. And that takes 15 of those, which takes 1 core. So you're looking at 15 cores. Cores to make 1 confinement chamber. Social way down there. And 287 to go. That weighs 50.5. And we have 700 at Helicon that hasn't sold. I could have sworn I've already done that before. So that'd give me 5% extra reputation. $35 a day. So that would give me extra credits. We don't need any more licenses at the moment. And we're sitting at 15 points. And 230 to go. You're past that halfway point. Excuse me. So I was looking at the leaderboards on Spacecraft.tools for the corporations in my server, no fuss. There's 352 corporations. And out of those 352, my corporation is currently ranked 20th with 424 reputation points. Yeah, that's accurate. 176 to go. And then on the server status, it shows there's 88 people currently online on my server. The server with the most people online right now is in Dino, Europe. 203 people online. And my server has a total of 449 people on this server. 88 of us are currently online. 130 bottles to go. Total North American players, 7,033. Currently online, 1,373. Europe has 12,344 total players, with 2,145 online. Wow. $106 to go. Almost done. 75 to go. $50 to go. $14 to go. Two, one, and done. Okay, need to find a place to put this gel. Oh wait, nope, this one. I think there should be room in here for this. Okay. And there's no more space to put anything. Why are you saying store? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, we're still under the SP. Still under the tonnage. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's check these chemical factories right quick. Oh, it's 18 seconds, my bad. And then let's go get the acidic fertilizer. Heck with it, we're just gonna deal with it. There we go. We'll put the rest of that back in the warehouse. And then we need to drop off the drones. make up some of that stuff. So that we can sell that. There we go. Got a little bit of stuff to sell.
Docking procedure started.
Looking for something? I've got you covered. Here's what's available.
4 days, water bottles. Would do that one. Thank you.
And
And let's go up to the trade nexus.
Welcome to the Station Trade.
Wow. So it's undercutting him by a little bit, but it's more than this guy. Right? That'll work. Anything else I can sell? Oh yeah. You have insufficient funds to pay the market fee. Oh. Titanium ingots. There's only one person selling them, and he's not here at this station. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go shipyard, because I need to refuel my ship as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope.
Welcome to the station.
There we go. And then if we hit P, that's what we're selling. Alright, let's go ahead and go. I need to take my ship outside real quick. See if I have enough fuel to make it direct back to Janus, or should I refuel here?
Please mind the gap between the ship and the platform. Separation confirmed. X. Be careful out there. Corridor B77. Now closed.
Because like I said, I'd rather fill up near at Janus where it's closer to my home base. We have 244. So it would be easier to go here, 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 than here, here. How many jumps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going this way is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 187.
Water.
So that we can get that started. Purifying it from brine to water. Made it with 57 mag to go. as it sits right now on Spacecraft.tools, there's only 2 contracts for titanium ingots. One is on a space station called UR, and the other one is on Helicon, which is my order. So there's only 2 of us currently selling the titanium ingots. I just noticed the beacon's gone. That should start. Oh, it still has some, okay. Alright, switch ships. Let's go get Plata. You're still processing. So if I'm looking at Janus, I need to look more to my right. There she is. Oh, it's 1. Yes, I'm still pushing the wrong button. And then 1. This side of it, 1 over here. I was heading into that. Yeah. A little further into the sunlight of the planet. That'll do. And away. Mm-hmm. DC. Whoops. Nope. Now we can. Now it's registering. Okay, so I have 5 on here, right? And we're under, so I could actually put 2 of those other batteries on here for a total of 600 SP. But with having 10,000 battery storage. Then I'd be able to do more than 1 tank on a charge. I want to put some more batteries on my other ship. I also want to put an additional solar panel on here too. Power generation is 280. So if we put another one on here, that would give us an extra 40 or 320. Anyway, let's keep rocking out these tanks. What I'll do is I'll fill up the last tank I can, as much as I can, and then leave whatever's left on this ship to fill up after the brine has processed a lot of it. Oh, I just realized something. Each one of my tanks is... Oh, it should be fine by the time I get back. I was going to say, because I had over 8,000 liters, which is 2 full tanks and then 1 tank with like only a couple hundred liters in it. But by the time I get back, I should have 1 full empty tank and possibly a second one that's almost empty. made a note on my sticky pad to build some better batteries. I'm pretty sure I have all the stuff I need to make them. I'll fill this tank up and then we will go double check in the encyclopedia. Chemical battery. It's made in the chemical factory. We have that, we have that, we have that. We can make those. We can only make 14 of them, so we can only do 2 batteries. So in theory, I could technically put one on here and one on my other ship until I get some more vanadium. Which there is some being sold on the Trade Nexus. Ingots. So I would need a total of 20 vanadium ingots. And the average price is, on Helicon it's 15 per. On UR it's 10.5. How many tanks do we have left? Oh, we're on our last tank, okay. So for all the 282 ingots you guys for sale, it's $4,230. I have 33. Pressing 4 again. And if I swapped out a couple of the smaller solar panels for medium ones, my power generation would be, I could make it where it's equal to what my offset is, so it doesn't go down, or would go down much slower than it does. know what those were on the front of my ship, they would think they were boom tubes. I mean, I am liking having this landing pad here. Alright, so I think this one has sulfuric acid in it. Yep. How about you? What do you got in you? You're pretty much full. What do you got in you? You're empty. Full. There we go. You guys are all set. Good to go. You're working on your last 18. Sweet. You guys are all running. A lot of stuff just doesn't sell very good. That, and I don't know how much more I can sell it. What you call it? So we'll just go to Helicon. And go pick up a little bit of vanadium. Because I don't want to be broke. This next video I need to have enough money to be able to refuel the ship.
Welcome to the station trade.
Sorry, my arm was itching. Is that really? Oh, 7,500. I thought it said 26. No.
That's expensive.
I need to start getting some blueprints. 3 copper ingots gives you 8 metal sheets. Wow. Right now, 1 iron ingot gives you 2. Alright, that's fine. Let's head home. We got some vanadium so that we can make some batteries. It's going to be a little bit more expensive to go home. 149.
Attention. Due to budget restrictions, eating will only be available today, 6 p.m.
And I chose the wrong one. Oh no. That's dumb. Okay, so that all has to be made in the chemical factory. We have stainless plates, we have graphite crystal, and we have the ingots now. So these... No, thank you. I don't. That's what I'm trying to make out of the quartz and silicon ingots. Yeah, we're not going to make anything in you.
What did it say my base power was currently running at? 116, 110? Oh, you know what? Oh, it didn't save any power, did it? Just out of curiosity. That's only 43 to go there. Oh, hold up. How many stainless plates have you guys made while I've been fiddle farting around and doing my stuff? Hello, Sideway, sir or madam. Good day. 104. So only 896 more to go. Do we have enough copper and aluminum to let this run all day? 235, 263, so not really. That's fine. Oh, it only takes 3 minutes to run those. It's not bad at all. We brought back 54, so it's already done 102. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I was going to go longer, but I'm a little bit... My eyes are getting really itchy, and basically my body's telling me, you know what, go lay down and see if you can get some sleep. So we're going to end this one here. So please smash that like and subscribe button. Drop any comments you have down below. I will answer them. And check out the links in my bio. Everything is there for my Facebook, Discord, Twitch, Stream Elements, Tipping, the merch store, and buymeacoffee.com/FatHippoGaming, where you can send me personalized tips based on how generous you guys are, and also sign up for monthly memberships. Each one of those monthly memberships comes with a unique item from the merch store. Each item can be personalized based on whatever you guys want on it. And those are all at my cost. And I appreciate every single one of you that continues to come back and watch my content. You guys are the true heroes. And any and all money made will be going to help get my car fixed. Once again, this is Fat Hippo Gaming saying ciao, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.